hwese ba bia wo kotono no wo kura we bill any company kro because abanya twam se wo pese oton oya onka se menton o se fafa tema port anata kura de port na tu duty but who defer any land borders illegal enti yehu a ye bechew.
When it comes to the port matters, I get pissed off because there are lots and lots of criminals at the port. Debt restructuring. Now make a government taking initiatives to protect its citizenry. Now, and the president of the republic, the Mahamudu Bawumia's savior, John Mahama is Bawumia's savior. He is his God on earth. The issue is, and because of recently, Asama Ebeto Ghana yehu say amount for be about 17 trucks and not 12 or 17 trucks. Cooking oil, almost chini nyina femu free Teba port. Almost na in transit to Burkina Faso say Mali say Cote d'Ivoire. Ye ko intercept ya as we speak. Ya check sa container no all the cooking oil and the save Ghana over 84 million citizens. Now we are going to the point that Abanwe does not want to underestimate the chrono. Abanwe wants to make sure say. So why are you doing so about chrono? I will say finding every means to block it. Say Ghana, your port, you know. Say you to me very vigilant. Now you to me man port, you know. You bet to me even 90% of the revenue at Fatema port and all our porter. We will not need gold, we will not need cocoa. Me say Ghana, your port, you know, your Tema port, you know, especially. Sika e nyunufa ho. The criminality at Fatema port, custom officers, DN officers, if we are able to block sa revenue now you lose it our Tema port, you know, 90% and not even 70 or 60 to 70%. Ghana as a nation, we will not need cocoa, we will not need gold. The amount of money you lose it as a nation through our port. We have about 3 landlocked nations. Every single thing they buy, it has to go through our ports. And there might be more landlocked nations who use Ghana port. The question here is, why are we not make our ports one of the priorities when it comes to revenue collection? Because if we are able, because right now we are operating below 20% of our capacity in blocking monies, revenues that is going waste. I'm telling you, Tema port, Takrade port, and all the other ports, land ports, sea ports, and all the other ports, you know, if we are able, just even Tema port alone, if we are able to efficiently use technology, become vigilant, deliberately decide to make it tight, about 90% yet to me blocking the revenue amount for be area from Tema port now. We will not need cocoa and we will not need gold to save Ghana's economy. Because billions of dollars go through a Tema port and I would like to send a message to the new customs boss. You know, you are also a custom officer. There was a military officer there who was changed. In fact, the argument on the street is that he does not have experience on a custom official. Into the people were going to do things under his watch. He wouldn't even see it when they are stealing from the Ghana Tema port. He does not have the experience. We get it. That is the main reason why I think today a new customs boss has been put there. Now, my message to the new boss is that you are a custom official. From your resume and from what we are hearing, you have to say, "Who you pa? You have to say, "Who experience pa? You have to say, "You man de obian to me and for bibian for wase." So make sure we don't ever hear that from the experience President who, because the man who was there who is a military officer, the credibility and the experience in military and the straightforwardness and the decency of the Jumano we are saying, say, because of his inexperience as a custom official, no, there are some detail in Sibia. We brought you as a custom officer to monitor custom officials. You were brought in because we are custom official, we are custom officer. Your experience, Mr. S, Mr. P, get me his resume. They wrote a little bio about him. All that we are saying is, we brought you in because you have the experience. We brought you in because nobody can steal whilst you are at post. We brought you in because you know all the co-minini's tricks of custom officials at the port. So we are hoping, and the president with all his good intentions and having faith in you and believing, say, at least if Mr. Glover did not have port experience, you have. If Mr. Glover could not see the technicalities because he has a military background, you have. So we expect you. We expect you to move Ghana ports revenue up. We expect you to seal all the loopholes. Because if you are not able to do that, then there was no need for us to change a military man to bring you the custom boss or custom official with experience to take that job. So if nobody is going to tell you, I am going to tell you. I don't know who you are. I don't know how you do your job, but at least I trust the president's judgment. Aaron Kano, you are the new acting commissioner of customs. Mr. S, thank you very much for bringing this in. I will still speak on this matter, but I have some way and I'm a kofa a customer samaba. So, Mr. Aaron, the ball is in your court. Jogate will tell you. You need to prove to us. You need to let us know the difference between you and the others. You need to let us know that you are a custom officer. You have the experience. You have done the job. You know all the tricks. So if right now, if we see that people are using some tricks to steal from us, then it means you know about it. Because you know all the experience. You know all the tricks at the port. And I respect and I know you can do this job. I have tried my best. I have listened to people. I have monitored, read your resume, and I can say, if Mr. Glover was taken out, then it means the president knows your capabilities. And the new commissioner of customs. So move the numbers up, seal the holes, block the leakages. Let us believe in a custom officer who has experience to change the face of our port. Because when we read your resume, let me get it, Tim. Thank you. There was a little bit they added, right? When we get the opportunity to read your resume, which my team, if they get it for me, I'll read for Ghanaians to know. Resume no very rich. Resume no very, very rich. So we are expecting the numbers to go up. We are expecting to see some massive changes. Yeah, you say we will let the people know the good things you are doing. We will tell the people. Now this is you. President John Dramani Mahama has appointed Mr. Aaron Kano as acting commissioner of the Customs Division of the Ghana Revenue Authority with immediate effect. The appointment, announced in a press release issued by the authority on February 23rd, 2026, signals a new leadership phase for the Customs Division, which plays a critical role in revenue mobilization, border security, and trade facilitation. Now, describing the new acting commissioner as a seasoned professional. Describing the new acting commissioner as a seasoned professional. The statement said Mr. Kano is an accomplished, and I quote, an accomplished customs professional with over 3 decades of distinguished service in revenue mobilization, border security, and trade facilitation at GRA. End of quote. That is the quote I wanted. President AU no, or the some statement to be ka letter na or the appointed no. And statement no or say you are a seasoned professional. The statement also said that you are an accomplished customs professional with over 30 years. With over 30 years. 3 decades of distinguished service in what? In revenue collection. Meaning, whoever was there before you or whoever was there during MPP time or whoever was there in 10 years ago, you have the experience that is better than those people to raise our revenue collection up. I did not write this. These are the words of the president. And you need to prove yourself to the president. 3 decades. If it is 3 decades, then it means every corner of this port, every corner of the port, you know. Every dealings at the port, you know. Every co-mininis and movement at the port, documentations that are not real, trucks that are leaving. It means the port, you control the port. You have control over the port. And the president did not mince words. You are an exceptional character with experience when it comes to revenue mobilization. Give us the numbers. Now, the idea kodru the ban the president or the statement president issue about nyomebia and in Ghana, President Mahama clear cut. Nobody should. President Demraba say, and the Ghana na yetino. Rice, mackerel, tomato puree, and our tomato puree added to land transit ban. Sorry. Rice, mackerel, tomato puree added to land transit ban. The government of the day, because of what happened at the port, cooking oil over 84 million cedis. And can go for be ria. You to be intercept ya yadia and the ebeton amasikana baba in Semuno. John Mahama say enye no kwa na waban say yentumi emfa ntra entu kwan free Ghana enkwa mana no so ewo yere faka o say bibiti say emo mema obia embate ma port embeka say meyi memo a medeko Togo meyi memo a medeko Burkina mema obia mbate ma port embeka say mabeyi mackerel a mediegu articulate mu a medefa kwan so de akọ Mali ma obi amate ma port beka se mabeyi mo a mediegu articulator 300 mu medefa form e de akọ Togo medefa form akọ Abidjan medefa form akọ Liberia mema obi amefa tomato puree ana de fa tomato paste no enka se mediegu articulator 30 mu mede ni nyina e fa form afa border so e de akọ Mali. President Mahama say ye twam mema obi ambeyi saade ne fa ngu ka mu enka se mede ko Burkina mede ko Mali mede ko Togo, mede ko Abidjan, mede ko Liberia, or say Saudi and ye chum. Say, oh, tomato, person de Cote d'Ivoire, Fakofa Togo, Fagu shipum. So, tomato 50,000, 300 million boxes. Now, so, to me, to your pot. Now, to me, and Fagu shipum, and Kotogua, men from Ghana, because Ghana, ye ma un Fangu kamu. So, the bag Ghana, ye be you know Ghana pot, ye from Ungu kamu. Yen fengu track biamu. Ka bienwa ebefa tomatoes, ebefa emo, ebefa eyedien, adia ye friend mackerel, and 19 fa Ghana krom 300 tracks, 200 tracks sa uko Burkina, or si we chum. E di sa o fa nyoma o teki. Na se eye tomato paste 300,000 bucks a. Fafu plane fa ko Burkina. And asa fa gu ship ni ko Burkina straight. And asa we do Ghana fafu plane fa ko Burkina. We are not going to entertain this nonsense. Ultimately, port duties are take it to Togo. And it is simple as that. So I already said, oh, the mobile for Ghana. Why I already said, team, which one is this? Oh, okay. So I already said, oh, the mobile for Ghana. Oh, the emo ebefa, oh, the mackerel ebefa Ghana, ako Burkina. Oh, the mackerel ebefa Ghana, ako Togo. Oh, the eye rice ebefa. Mr. President say, emo yemfanfa form enko Togo. Mackerel yemfanfa form enko Togo. Tomato paste yemfanfa form enko Togo. Iti mema obiambe yini nyoma wan Ghana say, midiegu articulate mu, yede fa form ako Togo. No. And if I for plane, and now say, for boat, never ko Togo. Udu Togo, now we know honor de for mako. Mr. President say, so pesa wo de ba Ghana, making sure say, Udu bedru Ghana, a ship na de ko. Umfa bibia me for more Ghana. Because enu na ama custom officials be a riache. Enu na ama police officers be a riache. Now we need to find a way to block these loopholes. Team. And I am very proud of this decision. I support it 1,000%. And Mr. President, with all due respect, Maweni nko port no. Mr. President, Maweni enko port no. Mr. President, so when you nko port no. Now we are deliberate in your actions to make sure say what to mean 90% of the revenue from porter. Ye gold, ye cocoa. I'm telling you, Mr. President, cocoa and gold will be a second options to Ghana. And Mr. President, every single person who is into this import business, they know what I am saying. The fact is that Saoma when you port no now this new commissioner, ye jinana suna or ye jumana, within a year, the amount of revenue we will get at the port about 3 times of what we get from gold. About 3 or 10 times of what we get from cocoa. We are leaking the port. There are a group of people there are so many of them in Ghana. Obi di midin ewo Tema Port akoje 3 million edi. Me akọ amtie or one of the men in Ghana. The three fita na boju fita criminals. Obi di midin. Oh, Kevin is my friend. If I get to know what you are doing, I am going to tell Kevin, and Kevin is going to expose you. And they took money in my name. Criminals. That's what I'm telling the new boss at customs. Those people at the port, you need to open your eyes because you have experience. You have experience. So don't underestimate. It's a cabal, misdescription, a mislabeling. Then there it is there. You, Mr. Commissioner, you know all these things. You are not new in this job. Oh. Customs boss, you are not new. So I am not going to sit here and make it look like, oh, you are some new guy be on the block. We should give you some time. You are not new. You have 30 years experience. And I can tell you on authority, you know every criminal who works at the port. You know every importer who is a thief. You know every exporter who is a thief. You know the chain. You know the cabal. If you don't do your job, I will do it for you. And I'll make sure the president will call you and say, you have disappointed him. So do your job. Put friendship aside. Put this thing of where they were here, where they were from your match. They are thieves. They are criminals, I can tell you. Oh, this guy, he has been working at the port for 15 years. Oh, yeah, oh, this guy, already on the day mobile, where the on the day mobile, before. Take friendship out. If you don't do your job, I will do it for you. And the president will call you because he will hear me on TV. He will hear me on my platform. He will know the pressure I am given. And I will not just come sit here and speak. I will back it with facts. So I like you. I respect you. I want you to succeed. I want you to make a mark. I want you to leave a legacy. If we have to help you from here, we will do it. Do your best. Do not be selective. New importers, the new importers don't know anything at Tema Port. The new importers, they don't know anything at Tema Port. The old importers are the criminals. Every custom official who has stayed at Tema Port for over 12 years is a dangerous person. Every one of your officials who has been at the port for 12 years is a dangerous person. Boss, I am telling you, if I were you, do total rehaul and reshuffling. Some people who have been there for over 12 years, they should leave for some people to come. At this time, people are training new officers to take over. That is the only way you can survive. Because the people you went to meet there, your own colleagues now, almost 20 years, they will undermine you. I'm telling you. Your colleagues now also experience the sell. Port what to sell. All these years they will find a way to sabotage you. Because they know the same job you know. The experience you have, there are people that who also have 30 years experience. They have the same experience. They are criminals. And imagine, you have 30 years experience and you are legit and you have proven yourself and you have shown so much more. Another person who has the same 30 years or a criminal, do you think you can catch him? So you have to put friendship aside. You have to, at the end of the sit and say, no, changes needs to be done. Now, so the same shit anymore. I'm telling you, you are not going to survive. Talk to the GRA boss. Talk to the finance minister. Collaborate with them. Bring new reforms. Change old faces. Bring in new faces. Let the old ones start to train new ones. Start reshuffling people. Don't get people comfortable. Let people feel uncomfortable. Let everybody know, say, I can be changed from my desk any day. Put that in their head. Let everybody understand I am not permanent on the desk I am sitting today. Anything abrofono, they are surviving. When you go to every United States border, whether customs, whether whatever, they don't make people stay at one position for more than 3 months. Even when you are traveling, TSA. So, TSA or America, Omomo airport now. Nobody works at one position for more than an hour. The same place, no. 12 people, they start to switch them. There's a reason why they do that. Because when it comes to drug transportation, when it comes to drug peddling, when it comes to people who want to transport drugs, ammunitions, they look for static agents, officers. They look for people they can work with. It is timing. So, Mr. Officer, I don't have the experience you have. But the little I know, when you keep people at one position for some time, they become criminals. Take all the files. Look at the senior officers, the middle officers. Look at how long each one has stayed there. Don't have issues with that. Tell them, I want to reshuffle. I want to bring in new young boys for you people to train them. After 6 months, I'm going to take a decision. Nobody is going to be dropped, but people are going to be moved around. Don't let them feel too comfortable. We can get lots and lots of money from the pot. Boss, I am advising with all due respect. You are older than me. You have experience than me. My job here is to explain. But I am telling you, me am a obi the media ako pot, ako an importer, 3 million. And that person who did that is an importer in Ghana. And everybody knows that person. So I'm not kidding. When it comes to the port matters, I get pissed off because there are lots and lots of criminals at the port.
Upon us with mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because mercy. So those of us who have common sense and are on social media and are writing, why is the president giving 25 million and this and that and talking plenty and the cathedral is going to cost you to lose elections? No one will lose elections because he built a cathedral. We will see in this country. We will see it that no one is going to lose election because he dedicated a prime land for God. Judges were living in that place. Ridge is one of the choicest lands in this country. And they said, take the judges out and put the temple of Jehovah here. That's what Solomon did. Now, because David obeyed and he created a temple through his son Solomon, can you imagine Jerusalem 5,000 years after the fact? They still call Jerusalem the city of David. I've
been telling Ghanaians, say, Jimmy. But I don't much way, Jimmy for you don't entertain. These are foolish people. They are liars, oh. Hey, Mamika been shocked. These people you see on your TVs, a drama, a come, a biabedi. They are thieves. Paul Adamochi, 90% of Sanko from TV, so an opportunity no more Gary. I'm a bomb powder. I bet now I am the finder of DND. I am the editor of DND. I am where do they work? Omusika free. Come a hot for eh. Ghana, you see, you see, inflation. Inflation declines for 14th straight month from 3.8% in January to 3.3% in February. Ghana for inflation, sending your boy ding for 14 months. 14th straight month, inflation are dropping. January na inflation that 3.8 and then menoka say nyoma boa de yate so about 3.3%. Umpe we na opedien. E de ntine to aba no. Ye to aba say nyoma boa beba form. Aban bi beba no watam inflation every 54 e de aba form e na aban na ye. Enti ye ka John Mahama ne NDC promises oma promise Ghana. Ombema nyoma ye fo ubetuma ekoto aduane etuma digwa edidi na John Mahama ne NDC abano they have fulfilled their promise in less than 2 years. And Ghana's inflation is close to the inflation of America. We are lingering around 3.3%. I think America is around 1.7. We are lingering around 3.3 in the history of Ghana in less than 2 years. Abambia tumiaba a movie inflation every 54 all the way to 3.3. Then we still have people say your position mama to me. Now mama for inflation in 0.0. And that's a simple question we ask in the MPP. Into right now no inflation no yeah the amine mamwa mo pesa mo de ko 0.0 and I said dey na mo pesa mo de ko dey na mo pesa mo ye. And this is unprecedented. And these are some of the things we cannot underestimate and play around here. I see a lot of Ghanaians taking what this government is doing for granted because also bibini oya adiamano na ebro no sope na afi wasati Jimmy. We all saw what we went through under Bawomiani Ekufuado. We saw it. We saw businesses every day closing down. We saw market women, their capital diminishing. We saw Anwachire. And anyamina mebeka 90% of nipa na minimu din komo na munyina mo Ghana. You saw, and now you see the difference between Aban way the oye and Aban na eba before no. It does not matter your complaints. I've heard or seen a few people on social media. Mr. President, make a light. Me say, you are not the only person who lives in Ghana. You are not the only person who lives in Ghana. So if you have a problem with one thing, it does not mean the majority of the people we all feel the same. No. This government, when it is approaching issues, it approaches it holistically. It wants to see that the majority of the people, no, they are doing well. They accept it. And they hear by way. In this all MPP Cadbury member. Now we are back miensa. Now my Nigeria must say, Babajina TikTok. No makase, me light bill kosro, menkwa. That one will not make anybody change their mind about this government because the majority of the people don't understand the difference between Abainwe Diawaye and Abainane and Mutino. They have seen, say, going back to the MPP is haram. It's madam, bra, uwo jume bidia, kope juwa pepe bidi. Na saade na ojwe so betina TikTok, wonko abejina ye, media mekoto me lie to say, and the media diane boano, and nobody's listening because the government policies is for the masses. And right now, as I speak, the masses are in favor of 3.3% inflation rate. Hardly do you see anybody na oye juma say Mahama about power to tell you say mejume guo. You don't hear anything like that. Enya kura anticipate. Enya kura anticipate. It's inflation we na about form no. Mete say upon kruma ejina parliament. Ekacha Ghana for say he is against inflation now. He says it is fake. He is against it. How can a member of parliament and Bini for Kojo upon parliament say yes, the inflation will be 3.3 and you fake. He is against it. How can you, a member of parliament, ukrobu nye jumanye enye duanindi ebos ebom pa yese nyoma bo be kofom no ugina parliament say nyoma ko ebo kofom a utia ompe? How? Unless you are selfish, unless you see your constituents, obam koto abama ono so omwejimi into ugina parliament and now the brofo ekekan kwase asam kire omo amoma otumi no. How can you in any way any day stand in parliament as a member of parliament yeto swaba to tell Ghana for say, your friend upon Kruma, I am against inflation na abafomo. How can you say that? It's one who say you know, because of mismanagement, manager of my way say no nti. They want every calamity at their bonibia where we are they want it to happen to Ghana. Right now, the MPP, you know, and come yema anka bomba yet to Iran and keto Ghana. It is so shocking. It amazes me. See, I told Sao Bombo no Ghana. Kojo upon Kruma Papa Bewu. Wabusian for Bewu. Canada a Baomia Busian for Bewu. Woso obi abusuani bewu. Say ya two petrol mu Ghana. Na the Iran any nkofwe wo whether you like it or not. Na petrol kosra. Obi a ho beka. And there's one thing you need to understand about this government. The John Mahama administration will never lie to you. You have two petrol because you atum anything you atum Ghana. Nobody's going to come sit here and say, oh, you have two petrol. Now you see an idea. Yen yinano that obi ama excuse be how because you will share and no be na John Mahama so share. Enti sa wo na be twatro aka say o ma ewu na ma wu ya NDC aban o ne ma ewu obeka say ne ma ewu. Enti if you think say Iran war no Emma eye petrol bo ekosro aba we be charge abodin. It is a fact. This government is not going to come sit here and lie to you and say you know because aba we am who books no omo buy no mo bia mu kire mo. So far the improvement we've made say yen to me and support this our price now. You will have no option than to buy the world price and sell it the world price. That's it. Nobody's going to come sit on TV and lie to any Ghanaian because of political points. And they are not in that business. John Mahama is not into that business. Oh. John Mahama is not going to sit on TV and tell you, say, Sika yeni da hono, ya what da ho, ya bob besian, or say, ya bob besian, ya could have John Mahama on ye, or baga Ghana for say, Petro no, se siane boy de wa bruchre, ye Sika da onye, Yanko besian as a man cobobesian, Mammy Cobobesian, Mummy ni, Yanko bobesian, Wako, near a Wako fa. John Mahama ne MPP, one young question, what is NPPO? John Mahama ne this for Jimmy, they will tell you the truth. It is a one tiasia your problem. Because abaina yebuno yentumi mfa atro embu man biemu yetena kroma maka chese bibia ye okay yetena kroma COVID-19 by ewiase sikenya tama MPP for still na mo blame Russia Ukraine war say Iran for ntoko ye esi say peja petrol mo why na tam sika bra Ghana say because of Iran America want $100 million but during COVID-19 World Bank IMF international partners they carried money and they gave it to you. Still, Nkwasiafo were still blaming Russia-Ukraine war. They spent the money, they blew the money up, and they started making excuses. The NDC is not in that business. Me, I'll tell John Mahama, do not go and borrow to buy petrol. No. Let's try and use a few there. And so don't ever think say asemboni bitu eye baby a affect Ghana na affect Ghana NDC for nkwa affect NDC for nkwa ye nyina it is a wadwini a wo say ye ba betena ha aba beso so oman na ye chichenyo obi papa dia o ye nyina na ye chichira ma ye ho de be boy ye nyina na ye be ye enti mu nyina mo mpa na petrol ni nkosoro because me petrol ni nkosoro me be catch aban so ontum eh me be catch aban so onteso na mabodam petrol ni nkosoro a say Iran war no say MPP for bompa na war mu ya ding na omu close the channel la omu the petrol ni fam de baha make a chair president Mr. President make sure the petrol price be out on abrochire no fasa abo na agye ekofoma na wate so simple me metran kan just oh NDC for mo hwe petrol no asem nka na Ghana for betu atia mo hey Ghana for say petrol no say ne bo no yatum now so the Ghana ni wunim no kure na wow problem. If you don't expect this kind of politics na MPP for you know atro politics no na yentiasie nyoma boy den it is say asem we see it is like this koko asem bae yatia na ewiase yetu koko buom ehwa na nkwasiafo we sorry MPP ai yesi ewiase koko no yatum enso John Mahama nkobo besia betua koko ekuafo mabodam. And then I say Ivory Coast for cocoa Cote d'Ivoire cuts cocoa producer price by 57% from 2,800 CFA per kilogram to 1,200 CFA per kilogram. See, I say officially Ivory Coast for cocoa mu oha enchichemu edionum Edionum song 57%. Omateso, sorry. Omatikoko so. Eye ohanchi chemu edionum en song 57%. Sa ebone na omateso. Ghana teso 28%. Oha enchi chemu edumienu eye dian edumienu watche. Edionum watche. ya tisu edionum ensom 57% Ivory Coast for ati cocoa no so ebo no so and the 1 kilogram 1 kg cocoa bottle baako no ye ton no Ivory Coast sikem 1200 sefa cocoa akuafo buntie me mama MPP for nkwasiafo bintika unim say anka NDC for NPP and John Mahama anka Ivory Coast for tiom cocoa so ba 1002 before unim say cocoa anka bitika NDC for beto cocoa 1000 a bag moye lucky mugwekwe for Ghana John Mahama domuntira mo lucky ni say eye Côte d'Ivoire for antom cocoa boenja Ghana nanka Côte d'Ivoire for tuom cocoa ko Ghana kebeto cocoa bag bia 500 Ghana mo de mo nyane mo ye dede ma me ntidwo mo nkyerɛw ende 80 per the maths no and the Ivory Coast new cocoa price ma me ntidwo mo nkyerɛw cocoa akuafo na nkwasiafo we didi mo chi na mo cocoa egu o se no omo enfom wo MPP for 99% of MPs omo cocoa da omo hu musam wagimi and them no ka say Abidjan for tuom cocoa omo teso 57% ma me ntidwo mo nkyerɛw Ivory Coast new farm gate price is reported around 1,200 CFA per bag. Now, convert to price per bag. One bag is 64 kilograms. Now, 1,200 CFA times 64. You will get 76,800 CFA. Now, right now, no, omo bag bako, cocoa bag bako, 1,200 CFA. Now, exchange rate, no, 1 CFA is to 0.0198 Ghana cedis. Almost can swap from Aya Hunter se kufuado draws. Now, new convert, 76,800 CFA. That is a kilogram of 1 kilogram, 1 bag of cocoa in Abidjan. Or the bag Ghana 76,800 CFA times 0.0198. Or the bag Ghana sikema Ivory Coast to 4. Omuto cocoa bag be 1,500 Ghana. 1,520 Ghana. Ivory Coast abaito cocoa bag be 1,500. Ghana eto cocoa bag be over 2,500 Ghana. Uri cocoa be Ivory Coast. It's Ivory Coast for them cocoa be Ghana. Ote Ghana ema MPP nkwasiafo we dada o make us say minimum Ivory Coast for cocoa akuafo be 30 Al Jazeera interview almost they are finding ways to bring their cocoa to sell in Ghana. What price? No. Into mutito na no don prekwasia we ahye Wellington boot mono onse bi mpo da kojo ponkroma hyeche wa hye Wellington boot mono onse bi da oma dress se mum hye kokko fuom na mum bi magimi nti omu wi a no makofia kotena V8 mu na omu de omu mpra no makoda hotels na parliament etie omu ka per diem mo ho na omu baaye no parliamentarians na omu ba mo ho nwuro mu no yetie omu ka na we kokko kuani a wadwene wo fom kakra nti wo makwasia we abedadaw. And the Ivory Coast, you took cocoa bag be 1,500 Ghana. And the Ivory Coast, cocoa kuafona motiti wana John Mahama so so or pampamono. John Mahama kwade o mamutima mu de mu cocoa kuafo Ghana. John Mahama na o nipa. John Mahama o ye nipa. Ena wa mamutimu ya mu de ena wa aseso mo so na mo ho ya mu de eti se John Mahama no or the contract betu obi enim se obi nua kokoo beton ma no ono so dia kokoo ni bi John Mahama na no ne timu ya mre John Mahama na sebio ensamhuru bi wa na ososo so na world market no John Mahama determine price no my lucky and the Ivory Coast for omo kokoo no sebio ya mo kesia 4,500 Ghana a bag. And Ghana cocoa for your saying. Now, MPs for the Bejina Mubusam say Ivory Coast the town is saying. Mumusamo, and Omudimu ye Juma, and Omu Jimu Mubi, and Omo Dadamo, and a Mubi Masainti, Mukoko Guapataso Air Pro, Ivory Coast for neba. Na me cocoa crani e Ivory Coast. Na me ton cocoa bag bia ye to betono 1,400 to 1,500. Na mentina ho abra me de gu pa a track na me dru Ghana border na me ne omka na so mo gime e bia 10,000 Ghana metum de awuro ma beton ma Ghana ban me de beba Ghana na se Ghana ban pe cocoa ato cocoa kuafo nso ompe enti Abidjan fo so cocoa chapu egudam me no ka se ladwi omo pama no Saba, come here to play Ghana, Ghana, Cocoa, Sancremier, Tuke. Omu din komo, pambotano, Omo deba. What a tournament peeping was your phone now, and a menji, and your bebo, hey. One market will be a jina. It is a pound once a ma, Kotoma buying another for show them. Messemeno Casana G, Abidjan for pamboto, cocoa, bottle, correct? A lubo border also. Omo anadri, Oma high boys, pamboto. Sava, Trambia Ghana, Ghana, Jeremy, Sefwa, Seswa Ghana, Coco, Afrique, Afrique, the price, Elizon, Pam Coco, Nano Chili Atukamu, Beton Magana mine. Or Quasia to Ayan Tiasia, MP before some me and jet away. Oh, they won't Tiasia. Ivory Coast, Neko Busa say opposition party no. Now say opposition party Ivory Coast. Opposition party do Ivory Coast. Team pull it out for me. Party do a opposition Ivory Coast. What to say? Ivory Coast opposition sorry say omune a party no tia ben mu e kuntokwa because prize ni ateso. They understand. Muko kwekwa no da ben amote say Ivory Coast opposition party be sorry say adan na yati koko so. They understand, they read the same thing the government reads. Opposition for the cocoa. They understand what is happening in the world market. It won't say Ivory Coast opposition kwasi ampeji bi akwe fuom say cocoa kwani ma binding tia de na otua first no. Why is this a Ghana nkwa no yes because MPP whom cocoa kwafo bi say mo agibi. Omo de mo je political points akodi ajantrafo. Omo nya to me 8 years. Mu cocoa kwani be na to me si dan o Ghana. Omunya to me 8 years. Cocoa hospital be no to me si mamo Ghana. Omunya to me 8 years. Cocoa kwan papa be no to me mamo. MPP for whom some Jimmy. Ivory Coast are the opposition yo. I didn't opposition sorry because you're turning for in Ghana. I did opposition in say hey Ghana no cocoa they are 2,500. I didn't tiasa momo. I didn't opposition in here because opposition in him say cocoa price in the world market you can't do anything about it. Kwasiafo motete Ghana MPP kwasiafo mumunipa. Mu obia te say we Jimmy Sache ma untumi. Mu obia te say mu obia te say penguin. Mu obia te say poriando. Mu obia te say obia no kan te say abronya. Mu just obia Jimmy. A whole political party encourage Jimmy man penifo Jimmy. Muso amwa Jimmy munyina na mabodam. And you think say you can change anything with ye kokoko fuom, ye de kokoko kuafo kasa. Ghana kokoko kuafo no so monton no. Ivory Coast for our ton. And me ko minimum Ivory Coast kokoko ni bi opeso beton a meboa no. Tina ona MPP for Jimmy. Tina na MPP for nkwasiafo we na dawo no mun Jimmy ukoko fo ni nyina be sei de odo beto aduane adi bi unni bi enti ende me de me yesomafo de ose meboa no ochena mu kokokuafo na Ivory Coast MPP for ba mo ho no MPP for ba mo ho no ochena mo frefre mo honorable yes Ivory Coast for say kokoro mo ton boto ba ku bi 1,000 for ampa kwasiafo mumu se omo me say kokokuafo na mama MPP for ba da mo no ma me kira wade oko Ivory Coast thank you very much team. Thank you, Mr. S. Ivory Coast, opposition parties on Mohomuni. Your opposition parties on Ivory Coast. Oh, opposition parties on Ivory Coast. What is the opposition party Ivory Coast? Demonstration. What is the opposition party Ivory Coast? Akokoko for Equiafo, Efuom, Samamon Pene. They understand. MPP in Chamwawi. Opposition party, PDC, RDA, Democratic Party of Cote d'Ivoire, African Democratic Rally, Omoho. What is Oma Kokoko Equiafo? Dabi, Omunim, Sa Abane Bois. Oba your FPI, Ivorian Popular Front, almost your opposition party. Ewo Abidjan. What is all my demonstration? What is all my kokokoko catch them say Mamonje? Because they know what is the real problem. Problem no say omukro no omu to me handle. Your party will say MGC, Movement for Capable Generation, Ivory Coast Opposition Party, MPP in Kwasiafo. Yes, someone can be opposition or we have a party called GPSA, Generations and People's Solidarity. Omo Ivory Coast, Omo your opposition party. Your Kojep, Congress of Young Patriots, Omo Ivory Coast. And then almost omo ko wurem enko fre kokokua fo se mombra ne ebema bo no mamonje adentina we mu nyina nkoye ye UPCI, Union for Cote d'Ivoire, a opposition party. Me chiraw ukokokua ni ma MPP fo nkwasiafo we ebu so ye jimifo no me kan bibia to tirim ubu ofu o bodam o de menji 2000 no 2508 to se no na tena ho ye MPP for say Ivory Coast ye to 1004. Your opposition party, UPCI, Union for Cote d'Ivoire. Your LIDR, that is LIDR. You're from Liberty and Democracy for the Republic, opposition party. Your UDPCI, your Coalition for Peaceful Alternation in Ivory Coast. All these people plus 25 more opposition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You another 25. Na munim nyansa cha Ivory Coast for. Sebio politicians are more Ghana munim nyansa cha Ivory Coast for. Won Ivory Coast for kwanda. Ivory Coast won mo kwanda. Kwasiafo mo MPP for Jimmy for na mo dada Ghana ekuafo. Na mo Ghana kokoko ekuafo nso mo bi mo Jimmy. Instead some betena se etie no kore no na mo apata koko sei na mo di MPP for echi. Mo nuane manyansafo na eton mo koko ne ma aban. We Kevin edidi atam massa. Yeah, kwa kono yentufu ha o hwe
wonu prince ma kudi okoye no ya ba mu wonu to sam obia wo betufu ana kaka na wanya na watwa mu afutu Friday yentufu Friday ni Saturday yentufu Monday na papa
yentufu yetufu wi a yensamba back biem ye wie wa wonton no keep ofie aha na betufu wonu be yetufu anka wo ga umpi ha now. Story way namate, and I want to send a message to a year OSP, Accra Academy old student on Kanokure, that guy. You see, OSP picks up Deputy Cocoa Board CEO Atoboating reports, and that is what a year Ghana Web air reporting. Media Debbie Amaka. All that I need is to make sure the law applies. We just want the right thing done. OSP, if you have your evidence, your strategy of every day entering a case and messing the case up, no, you are warned, OSP. It is looking like, say, right now, no, your strategy is asambedawa quick. Now don't sako cancer mono. Or don't sako cancer na obian tu fan sanka. Now I in a basa. That has been your hallmark right now. The OSP right now, no, assemble to Ghana, criminal case beto Ghana, assemble to na say, yen was soon per se, yeshubu pe, no aba, no affair to. I have control. I am investigating corruption and corruption related activities. And one ana akoda na odni control atoso no idea obeso ye wa cracking in moves. OSP. And intina sa West Stadia. Time the finance minister ebema speech about Cocoa Board reforms no. Edru baby are not all about the investigations, sir. President I instructed say omunyeno. They did not say the OSP should be in charge of the investigations. The reason is if you allow the OSP to go into any investigations, remember and know that their investigations will be messed up. And I'm saying this because of the evidence, consistent evidence we have seen. Now, the whole thing is now that OSP destroy cases. In the past, near just OSP for and to me they serious about cases are. So the Nsaka we know say where they this sharp edge knife, it to take care of business. Right now, no OSP is blunt. What OSP does is say OSP say cases. Obeko, obe arrested, obe detainee, Adia chia, about press conference, no akoda. So there are people in the system who even want OSP to invite them than the Ghana Police Service or the NIB or Yoko. So majority of the criminal politicians are Sebio, OSP, majority of the criminal politicians, they want OSP to investigate them. Because when the OSP investigates you, you are rest assured that the case will never come to an end. The case is going to be still. It's going to be another cold case and nothing is going to come out of it. In the West study, majority of criminals or more Ghana, they want OSP to investigate them. So study MPP for no boy chrono. What they do is they always want the OSP to come after them. Because if it is the OSP, you are, hallelujah, there's no way you're going to be prosecuted or jailed. And we have seen it for years. So we are begging you, OSP, stay away from cases. We beg you. Allow cases, let Yoko, let NIA, National Investigative Bureau, let the NS, let credible institutions, the CID office, let them handle cases. Stay away. Kisie Jabeng, stop touching cases in Ghana. When you touch cases, I say, just say I don't start to jollof man I say, or don't start to ebunobunu man I say, or don't start to a trim binim kwa man I say, or don't start to a pine kwa man I say, or don't start to Friday. Just say case be others I say, we beg you, take salary and stay home. Allow us to handle our own cases. Because it looks like criminal politicians, criminal businessmen, people in Ghana who are committing crimes, they always want you to come into their cases because they know. So what do want to say, and that is your credibility and your trademark now. The special prosecutor right now, the trademark, the resume, the terminal report, and they say, or the Satu Eduanimu say, or the Saka case be a say. Every high profile case, Kisie Jabeni, the office of the special prosecutor, Edio Monsa Cambiano, as I speak to you today, sa case na say, case Baina, Kisie Jabeni and Saka, we can say, case way dear, or then Saka and Abing. No. Case bang, and Sebi Obaka say, way dear, Kisie Jabeni and Saka, or then Saka, no, case way dear, a jaso, a jinaso, a bini ho. On to being boasting of one case. Why? It is because we have got to the point where we know that special prosecutor is not ready to work. The special prosecutor at this point is not prosecuting. The special prosecutor, his office has become a safe haven for criminals to go and lodge. That is what we are seeing now, and that is what is prevailing. And it is so shocking, sir. Today, 90% of Ghanaians, Omuti OSP say or court, where people now get pissed off when they hear the OSP going to court. It shouldn't be like that. We should be excited when we hear, say, the special prosecutor is going to court, is preparing to prosecute. Now, and the Ghana of what is the OSP called court, they get angry, all because they know that the outcome is going to be a messed up case. It is going to be press conference. It is going to be Sami Eyadakon fooling himself on social media, on Facebook, using OSP's account to fool himself. That is how low the OSP office has become. Sami Dakon has turned it into his personal banter platform, whereby the special prosecutor's office are not your revere and respect and know and believe. Say when they take up cases, at the end of the day, we will get some results. You know, the OSP's office has become a haven, a safe haven for criminals. Intended. Cronphobia or Ghana Bia or Pebe Biatete Bia OSP office. So go there and see, check the profile and check the dockets. Every criminal, every political criminal, every hardened criminal in Ghana, we know that these people are supposed to be standing trial. Docket OSP. That is a safe haven. The moment your docket enters there, and I will not be surprised. I don't have facts to this. I don't have facts to this, but I will not be surprised that people find ways to pay their way to be arrested by the OSP. I don't have evidence to it. I cannot confirm this. I am just speculating that I will not be surprised, say, at a point, some politicians who are smart will find a way to get their case to the OSP. If not directly, indirectly, so that they will be picked up. So, say, after that, they will get that protection. Because the moment we case OSP or no, the OSP does not have to come and negotiate with you. The OSP doesn't have to take money from you. What happens is that the moment your case enters the OSP's office, they are going to mess it up. For some reason, they are able to mess case up without case. it is so easy for Kisie Jabin to finish. But Kisie Jabin to me, Shada. On Jessica Obia ho, Obian Bribono, or no Obian Koya connection biao, or to me now, not on one casano, ne crack catches them, I mean, say case, no. I just say, Kisie Jabin say, Kisie Jabin will be for. Like, you don't see him taking money from anybody. You will never see him go negotiate with anybody. You will not see say akwaje bribe, which you have no evidence to. Case ni bedin wa sa ne kra. I say okoda na ne kra ka chele kwase no. Into adane na asay. Eye prosecution mu na asay. Se sia no e be kan nsa say honhum bi atini mu o. Say eye beyo na ka chele say no. Otumi shada na wasay no. Otumi shada cho report na wasay no. Ono onje bribe, onje obi asika. Or no be negotiate here. Ne soon to be say case we na Ghana for move. Or to be sure say case. Prosecutor mu na say or to be sure report. Or say this statement let me put it this way so that it was poor. And yes, our interest be or sellable about bufu keke. Just say prosecutors mu na say. And sometimes I ask him, are you not tired, OSP? Don't you get tired? Don't you get tired when people don't like you? Don't you get angry? Why don't you get pissed off when people don't like your work? Leave the office for them. So when you are a lawyer, you have your certification. You are a good lawyer. You don't like the peace. Because if you don't do this job, you go back and you know you live well. Just leave the job and let somebody come take it. Because I just say, oh crap, I say why your prosecutors will not say. Oh, they all say nyoma. And sometimes, you know, or tweet now, I know I say, just say, you Jimmy Amano. Prosecutor, when I say, or to me, that now I'll say, hey, have you finished the report? I'm saying, yes, sir, we are finished. I'll say, bring it. On you, Biasico, or no, be on your deals, bia, on J. Bribe, bia, or shall report now, change this statement, Ghanaians, crowd, foolish Ghanaians. Now I say, case, or go do quarter, judge the case or read but you know, you cannot put this here. Also, then give us 3 weeks. What you say? I say, special prosecutor say, I can't carry me no call you know. Say, dear you, me nim dear you know. Here I didn't go for. Just say, you just think about this sometimes. You're like, what the heck is going on? It's everything okay with this, my guy? Are you okay? OSP Kacha said he was investigating NPP vote buying. I was saying, or to me, Oshada, or say, Bay, you said, dear, but steady having a grow for Monko OSP, Monko Empire Mano. Monamunim political empire bo. Or see, or investigate NPP for vote buying. I was saying, and your mama saw Chinaga, so I'm investigating Kevin Taylor, the team you also community. OSP Bay. Odo onje bribe or onje sika, but ne tell said ne hum be I just say me who say be ye only apine child than be before because apine bat apine the 45 years a than be ye no more two. Unim sa OSP so ni favorite meat e apine. Enti apine ya boy bia bat no o wi na okori apine a wedi 45 years a ade be chine than be before na be hye mu. Enti OSP apine na apine na than be ye woni mu. Because onwa just I say otete any de jay juma no nyamfa ma obi oselalai Kisie Jabin Accra Academy old student monko meeting na monfrɛ no Bulare Coleman mo amoya Accra Academy for monko me old student meeting na monfrɛ no na monfa ngina Asamoah Park no say aden Apine and Danny the Bay for or say cases. Majority of the cases OSP has touched, they are already being investigated. 99% of the cases are at that OSP officer say, I am investigating, I am prosecuting, Nina have been investigated already. So he's basically sitting there. Now say no. Prosecutors will not say, obedience can't say. A chair won't be a jollof so ordinance 2 man say. Say now oh Tamania will know and tafu. So atama mi o said you. Yes, in time for my The
NPP cannot be underestimated.
The MPP of Darocha, Sakiskek, Victor Usu, Kofi Buzia,
Professor Edubuahin, Alajete, J.A. Kufuor, those men of value, those men of integrity are not what we have today. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. I tell you without mincing words, the 5 people who are contesting, wanting to be flag bearers, are just sankwas. I tell you without mincing words,